Hi, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your May 30th, 2022 new moon reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what energy we have to be mindful of during this time, Sagittarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. This is the Five of Cups. What we really have to be aware of during this time is that we can have a tendency to look more at the negative, at what isn't going right, to over-apologize for things, to want everything to be going perfect and really berate ourselves when it doesn't. Then to turn around and see the Two of Cups, the healing, beautiful love that guides us forward, the blessings that we do have. So being aware of this is going to be very important for us. Also being aware that this new moon is in Gemini and that our sister sign is Gemini, meaning either this brings out the absolute best in us and we feel so comfortable in this energy that it's fantastic, or this is more challenging for us. We don't quite get along with this energy as well as we would like to, and yet it knows how to push all our buttons. Just think of a sister. If you have one, think of that. So here, there is also the fact that we are in Mercury retrograde. Now remember that Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and when we're in a Mercury retrograde, communications can get very frustrating. Things to do with communications, to do with written messages or verbal ones can be misconstrued, misaligned type of thing. So that can be amplified. But what I've also found that during a Mercury retrograde, what we can usually sweep under the rug, what we can usually ignore, starts to come to the surface and forces us to pay attention to it. And that's going to be what this time is. What we have thought we could ignore really starts to tap us on the shoulder and say, hey, Sagittarius, you're supposed to be paying attention to me, paying attention to this. Now, let's look at our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. This is psychic development. This is the third eye chakra. Our intuition is spot on. We need to listen to what we're desiring, what we're wanting, how we want to move forward, what it is that our spirit is telling us we need right now. It can be telling us to slow down. It can be telling us to speed up. We're also going to have dreams, insight, ideas that are going to be speaking to us in a way that we hadn't anticipated, didn't think of. So that's going to be a really cool thing. Now, we can also be a bit overwhelmed by it because we're starting to be much more spot on intuitively than we were before. Now, some of us are going to think, oh my gosh, that's awesome. I'm totally here for it. And others of us are going to be a little bit off put. It's like, this is a big step. This is a big, kind of having to trust myself, but also having to connect with spirit. And so wherever we are in our own spiritual journey starts to come up during this time. So let's look at what the moon has to say. We're going to vacillate between the Moonology cards and the Queen of the Moon. So let's see. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Ooh, okay. So these just came out. And show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay, just making sure. Guide this reading. You see? No, you can't. Okay. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. So let's turn everything over all at once. Okay, so where we are right now is a win-win outcome is forecast. There's new balance, new understandings, new prosperities that are coming forward to us during this new moon. But there's also a sense that I am finding balance within myself. I'm becoming more focused. I'm becoming more aligned with what I want. We're also going to find that we're not listening to the outside world as much as we once were. It was almost like, I'm just seeing here that we were being led by the nose by someone or just led by something. And we're looking at it now and saying, why did I even try? Like, that just isn't me. Now, our challenge is the new moon. Our challenge is that this new moon brings new beginnings. And a part of us is wondering, am I ready for this? Do I want to move forward this way? Is this where I want to be? The other part of us is like, yes, of course, this is the beginning that I want. But we're apprehensive about how we move forward in it. We're apprehensive about the risks that we're taking and how we're really seeing ourselves. The beginning is the scariest part. It's kind of like once we're in it, it's going to be like, okay, yes, I got this. But the beginning, the starting, that is going to be one of the scariest parts for us during this new moon. And the fact that this new moon brings this power forward, brings this manifestation, brings this intentment within ourselves, brings this understanding for who we are and what we want forward in our psyche, that's something that can be very overwhelming for us. So if around the 30th of May, we are starting a new career or taking a new class or, meeting up with people that we haven't seen before, there's going to be a level of anxiety around us, Sagittarius, that we're just not used to. So just be aware of that, or that we don't necessarily feel as comfortable with as we should, because this is a time where we're pushing those boundaries. And also this is a time where we're awakening more and more into our own power. Now it moves us into what we're focused on. Now, this is that prosperity lies ahead. We really are focused on the fact that the future is bright for us, that we're moving things forward, that we're obtaining our goals, that we're going after what we want. And that is really what we're set on. It's kind of like we're really set on that carrot dangling in front of us and saying, that's it, I'm getting there, I'm getting there. We can become a little bit too obsessed with that. So just be mindful of it. Just be mindful that it doesn't become all that we focus on, especially from this new moon to the full moon. So then we have our past, which is purity. The past is going to be something that we look back on, and we kind of see through rose-colored glasses. We're going to see it as the freshly fallen snow, instead of snow that has been at the side of the road that has gotten all icky and polluted and gross. We're going to see things in the past as, wow, it was always better. We need to be mindful about that. There's a lot of beauty to our past, but there's also a lot of beauty in our present and in our future. We cannot forget that. It moves us then to our strength, and our strength is the new moon in Sagittarius. It's us embracing the power of this new moon and looking at the bigger picture, really taking in the scope of what we want, where we're headed, what we desire, and taking aim. Now, our near future is fear. Just as we are afraid of the beginnings that start with this moon, of the way that we can move forward, of what we want, the fear comes forward with our future, and there's a sense of, I don't know how to walk forward. I don't even know if I can. We're going to find ourselves second-guessing ourselves a lot, or putting so much on our shoulders and saying, oh, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, and really meaning it with a heartfelt intention. But we've said we can do too much, and there's only so many hours in a day, and only so much that we could get done. So that's going to be something that we need to be aware of. Don't put so much on our shoulders that it just becomes overwhelming. And also, this is going to be a time in the near future, And remember, that's after the 30th of May, where we start to face our fears. We start to face a lot of the things that have held us back before. And that could be part of the new beginnings. That could be part of the new job that we're starting, or the new relationship that's coming in, or the new hobby that we're taking up, where it has us looking at things that we were afraid of. And we're thinking, why didn't I do this sooner? Why did I, stop myself? It moves us then into our suggested approach, which is don't let pride get in the way. Understand that humility is going to be very important, but also when to walk away from things, when to say, yes, this is for me, or no, this isn't, that is going to be a very powerful thing. There is also an energy here of not making it ego-based. That's going to be something. Now, it's interesting because when Spirit says don't make it ego-based, meaning don't take the wins as I did this all by myself, and don't take the loses as it's only on me. There's a real sense of this is all learning. My wins, my setbacks, this is always learning. And canceling out, saying cancel, cancel, cancel to the negative energy that is around us, the doubts, the fears, the anger, the frustration, that's going to help lead us to a place of conquering. Because when it's the ego that comes in, when our pride takes over, all of a sudden, it's always about how we can one-up things. And Spirit's saying here, we don't need to one-up anything. It moves us then to what we need to know, the masculine. Now, the moon energy is innately feminine. So when the masculine comes forward, we need to also embrace the masculine energy during this moon. And that's going to be something very powerful for us. So we have the sacred feminine, and now we have the sacred masculine coming forward, meaning we need to be both peacekeeper and determined conqueror. We need to be both nurturer and warrior. And and I don't like those two roles for the masculine and the feminine, because the feminine can be as much as a conqueror as the masculine can be as much as a nurturer as the feminine. But I see the masculine as just being a little bit more brazen, a little bit more bold, a little bit more, this is what needs to be done. I'm not going to think about everything else. I just need it to work. And that's going to be the energy that we're taking on during this time. And that's going to be something that's very powerful for us. It moves us then to our hopes and our fears. Emotions run high. We are hoping that we're able to embrace an emotional beauty, that we're able to have our emotions run high because we're going after successes, because we're accomplishing more. But we're also afraid that our emotions can run high because they're out of control. We're not really acknowledging what we need or seeing what we desire. It moves us into our potential for our future. And it's, will the moon guide us? Will the cycle that we're going through, the new moon to full moon, the full moon to new moon, be able to lead us to answers? Will we see? Will we understand what is being taught to us? It moves us to our tarot energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides. Oh, this one right here, spirit's like, that one? Okay, fantastic. So we have our past, our present, and our future. Now we have Saturn energy coming in, which is Capricorn energy, things being very ordered. Our past was about putting things in order, looking at the final details of things, or, the finite, detailed organization of it. And then it was also the Two of Wands, where we're opening up doors, new opportunities are coming our way, or were coming our way. Now we have strength as our present. We're stronger than we think we are. We're more determined, we're more focused, we're more insightful than we're giving ourselves credit for. This is also Leo energy. So where we have, don't let pride get in the way, the full moon in Leo, that's very much coming forward in our present. It's like, don't let pride take over. Also, that's interesting because a pride of lions, a group of lions, don't let the message of the group become the only thing you can hear about the individual, about yourself. It moves us then to our future energy, which is temperance. We are represented by temperance in the major arcana. This is the essence of us coming forward. This is balance. This is insight. This is knowing ourselves better than we have in a really long time. Our future is us stepping into us and being absolutely bold while doing so. It moves us to our subconscious energy, which begins with the subconscious energy of the moon. Believe in the impossible attraction. We will attract what we are believing in. If we are believing it is hopeless, we will attract hopelessness. If we are believing in the impossible, if we are believing we can conquer, then that is what will come forward. But believe in the impossible, because it is that success that we are attracting to ourselves if we do so. It might take time. This might build over years. We do not know the course set before us. We just don't. But to believe and to have faith in ourselves, to understand our dreams, and to believe in ourselves and hold ourselves with such dignity and pride and determination, not ego, but just like, I'm proud to be on this earth. I'm proud to be who I am. That's an extraordinary thing. It really is. It leads us to our subconscious past energy, which is the Five of Wands. Subconsciously, we've been going through a lot of fighting, a lot of chaos, a lot of discord and disharmony. And this has been around for a while. I'm seeing this Five of Wands as this has made up a lot of our past, that subconsciously we're always kind of waiting for that next shoe to drop. We're waiting for the chaos to start. And that's just something we're acknowledging. And it's like, I'm over with this. I'm done with this. I don't want this anymore. It brings us then to our subconscious present energy, which is the Devil, Capricorn energy, just like Saturn rules Capricorn. So Capricorn is coming forward again. We need to not be so structured and rule-based. And it's not that we need to go against, we don't need to go against order, but we do need to kind of lighten up with ourselves. There is something about being chained. There is something about being held back here that needs to be acknowledged and that we need to see, because we're breaking those chains and we're really stepping into who we are, what we want, where we're headed, and what we desire. It moves us then to our subconscious future energy, which is the Wheel, which is change, a new season. That is why we're apprehensive about beginnings. That's why we're apprehensive about a new way to move forward, because subconsciously we know that our future is going to hold a lot of new roads and new avenues, and there's a part of us that wants to cling to the past because it's what we're comfortable with. It brings us then to our subconscious chakra energy, which is communication. With Mercury retrograde going on, with this new moon in Gemini ruled by Mercury, which is all about communication, we are going to find that we communicate better than we thought. Even with things being mumbled and jumbled with Mercury retrograde, we're also going to find that we're finding balance within communication, within our words, within our thoughts. There's a way that we're organizing things that's going to be very, very beneficial to us. And it moves us then to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. And this is the Seven of Wands. We have been fighting a really long time, and we need to be mindful of taking that fighting energy and kind of making it our definition, taking that energy of frustration or battle or I have to get this done. It's kind of like this warrior spirit. It's like being a general or a warrior and then coming home and treating home just as you would the battlefield. It doesn't work. And so we have to remember that during this time, that even if we have battles at work, even if we feel like we're having a battle within ourselves or with certain people, we cannot let those battles rule our day-to-day life, because it's going to destroy us. It's going to drain our energy and lessen ourselves. All right, Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness, and may harmony always be with you. Now, before we begin this meditation and cleanse the space, once again, I would like to let you know that I'm doing a giveaway. This giveaway is of a free reading, and this is because my birthday is June 3rd, and I thought, why not? Why not give a reading and, pick out somebody randomly? I don't know how. I think I'm going to do a random number generator. The only thing you have to do to enter is type in the comment box below, I am blessed and I am prosperous. And the winner will be announced the 30th, around the 30th. So yeah, when it comes out, I'll let everybody know, and we will go from there. See how the response is, see how everybody likes this. But I really want to give back to you guys because you all are so wonderful. Okay, so let's again end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, and embrace of our positive energy as we embrace the power, beauty, and dignity of this new moon. So take a nice deep breath in exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius, and may you have a blessed moon.